My name is Stuart. I've worked on the Marriott account here for just over 15 years. I'm currently working as the tax audit manager. My journey really started last summer. I've always struggled with weight, but last summer I really had some symptoms that were worrying me, and being the typical Irishman, I just put them off, but I finally thought I'll go see the doctor. My doctor, to her benefit, scared me straight. She asked a lot of pressing questions about any history in my family of diabetes or heart disease, which sadly there's quite a lot of history. And my father died when he was 40 and I'm 39 now, so I knew that was sneaking up on me. It's hard when you lose your father when you're young. I was just 16 at the time, so when you lose your dad, you know, your hero, and you see that you're going down the same path, it really scared you straight. So I was diagnosed as type 2 diabetic. She put me on a very aggressive diet program, 40 net carbs per day. So that meant no more beer and no more potatoes, which is pretty crushing for an Irish person because I'm mostly made of beer and potatoes. So I have a teenage daughter, and I can remember her asking me if I wanted to walk her down the aisle, and I said yes, and she said, "That's a shame because that's probably 10 years away and you're not going to make it at the current rate." So yeah, pretty tough to hear. So scared me straight. I got on the diet that she gave me. She encouraged me to exercise more and set a goal of running a 5K. So this was in June of last year, and we targeted the turkey trot Thanksgiving morning. So we got through that together, and then she said to do a 10K, which I wasn't very thankful for, but we were able to set that for February, and then there was the half marathon in April. So I can remember sitting around Christmas time really panicking that I wasn't going to be able to make it to either one of them, and I was really worried that over the winter I would start making excuses. Weather, I don't need to get out there, I can't get out there, it's dark, but I was aware they were excuses. So I approached the Health and Wellness ERG team. We set up a first Friday in January, seeing who wanted to run a 5K in April as part of the Knoxville Marathon weekend. We had the 5K and with the half marathon and the full marathon. We got about 32 people to sign up for the 5K, 13 to sign up for the half marathon, but more importantly, we developed a real community here at work of people that would meet every 2 weeks to discuss some best practices, encourage each other, share some success stories. Born out of that are some real lasting friendships that, I'll give an example of Judy Romanowski on the Marriott account. I've known her for a while, never really talked to her, just knew of her. Through this path, she's become one of my best friends and a real confidant and an encourager. I can go to her anytime and say, "I'm really struggling with this, can you help me?" Laura Newswanger is another example. Someone I'd never met before the first Friday in January, and now we're encouraging each other. These are people that ran the race with me, got up early on Sunday mornings with me, ran late at night with me on Wednesday nights. I really can't undersell how important that was to get where I am now. For me personally, I lost about 60 pounds on this cycle. I will say around April I was able to go back to the doctor, and she said that I was normal. Well, my blood is normal, you know. I had her write a note for my wife to confirm that I was normal. So the diabetes has been reversed, which, thank you. The last challenge that I have right now is October 22nd is the time that I become as old as my father was when he passed. So 40 years and 45 days for me is October 22nd. So I looked up if there was any races that day where I could commemorate reversing the cycle, and sure enough, a full marathon is the one that popped up in Google. So it's in Florida on October 22nd. Hopefully it's not too hot, but we're going to give that a go and see if we can get through that. And then when I get the medal, I'll just send it over to my mother and tell her, "Hey, I know you're worried I was going down the same path as my father, but it looks like we're going to make it." I obviously won't call her on the phone and talk about feelings. I'll just send her the medal, and then she can display it in the front room for my brother to walk past every day. That would be good. So when I received the nomination for the Be Inspired Award, I mean, it's very humbling. This is a personal journey that I've been on, and I'm very grateful that everyone joined in and helped me to get there. So it's great that I feel like other people are seeing it and they're running with it themselves. If it's inspiring to them, that's great. I'm always reminded of an expression a friend of mine once said, "You never know who you're inspiring." So as you're making these accomplishments, as you're pushing yourself, look around you. You're always encouraging other people. for weight loss and fitness is a very personal journey, and I'll tell you, for years I've lost weight, put weight back on, lost weight, put weight back on. It's never final, but I'm just thankful that there's a network here to help you through it. Okay, so now for all you people attending the town hall, I want to introduce someone that I consider an inspiration, someone with an incredible story. I'm going to turn over to Billy Aldis.